Good morning, students. And today we are going to teach about the Hardy and Weinberg problems. Nana. Hardy Weinberg problems. Nana. And different types of models are there regarding this Hardy Weinberg problems. Let us first discuss about a one by one example here. Nana. So, Hardy Weinberg problem related to this first example. Let us take in a population of Hardy Weinberg equilibrium. In a population of 1600 individuals. How many individuals? No, 1600 individuals. 256 are homozygous recessive. Homozygous recessive. I think everybody knows this. Homozygous recessive is nothing but Q square. Then find out homozygous dominants. Find out homozygous dominants. Nana. So we need the homozygous dominants, nothing but P square. And also heterozygous dominant. Heterozygous dominants. And heterozygous dominants is nothing but 2PQ, Nana. 2PQ. Let us see the solution, how we have to do. And first what they had given total. Totally they had given 1600. Among total they had given Q square is equal to 256. Then first let us know what is the value of Q. First let us know the value of recessive allelic frequency. If we know the value of recessive allelic frequency Q, automatically we know we will get the value of P also. So this is Q square is equal to, then we had a formula, Q square is equal to number of recessive by total individuals, that is equal to 256 by 1600, whose value is said to be 0.16. 1660 is 256, 0.16 is the value. If Q square is equal to 0.16, then what about the Q? You know very well, Q is equal to square root of 0.6, 16, that is equal to 0.4. You know that P plus Q is equal to, the sum total of dominant and recessive alleles is equal to 1. The value of Q is equal to, whereas P is equal to 1 minus Q, that is equal to 1 minus 0.4 is equal to 0.6. So you got the value of P. You got the value of P. Okay, right. Now you need the P square. P square is equal to number of, or P square is equal to 0.6 into 0.6, that is equal to 0.36. If you want to know the total number of homozygous dominants, the total number of homozygous dominants is equal to P square into total, that is equal to 0.36 into 1600. 16.6 96, 16.3 is 48, 48 plus. So the value is 576 is the value. So what is the homozygous dominants? The total homozygous dominants are 576. Whereas the total heterozygotes is equal to, the total heterozygotes is equal to 2PQ into total. That is equal to 2 into 0.6 into 0.4 into total 1600, 0.48 into 1600. So 16 8 is 128, 16 4 64 plus 12, 768 is the answer. 768 is the answer for total heterozygotes. This is a one type of model. They may ask the question. Right. Then what is the second example, or what is the second type of model? Let us think in a population of Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. HWE means in a population of Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, 9% are homozygous dominants. How many homozygous dominants are present? 9% are homozygous dominants. Okay. find out the recessive individuals or find out the percentage of recessive. Find out the percentage of homozygous recessive or recessive individuals. Find out the percentage of recessive individuals. Okay, right. So for this we had the solution like this. What is the solution for this? We clearly said that 9% are homozygous dominants. So homozygous dominance is equal to P square, that is equal to 9%. Or we can write this as 9 by 100 is equal to 0.09. 9%, we can take that 9 by 100, that is equal to 0.9. If P square is equal to 0.09, then P is equal to 0.3. Therefore, P is equal to square root of 0.09, that is equal to 0.3. If P is equal to 0.3, you know that P plus Q is equal to 1, or Q is equal to 1 minus P, 1 minus 0.3, that is equal to 0.7. Q is equal to 0.7. Whereas Q square is equal to 0.7 into 0.7, that is equal to 0.49. If we are taken this in the percentages into 100, nothing but 49%. So 49% of the individuals are said to be homozygous recessive. This is one of the model, and this is another example. This is example 2, and this is another example which is easy example what they are asking in the public examination most. So in a population of Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium 0.36 or 0.64 are recessive. 0.64 is homozygous dominance genotypic frequency. What is the homozygous dominant genotypic frequency, Nana? 0.64. Okay, right. Then frequency. Then find out recessive allelic frequency. We need find out the recessive allelic frequency. They're just asking recessive allelic frequency. In this, what they had given 0.64 homozygous dominant genotypic frequency. Homozygous dominant genotypic frequency, that is P square is equal to 0.64, whereas P is equal to square root of 0.64, that is equal to 0.8. If P is equal to 0.8, I think everybody knows this, P plus Q is equal to 1, and that Q is equal to 1 minus P, that is equal to 1 minus 0.8, that is equal to 0.2. So the recessive allelic frequency. So what is the recessive allelic frequency in this population, Nana? The recessive allelic frequency is 0.2 is the answer. This is a one type of model, Nana. This is one type of model. Thus we had example 1, this model, and example 2, this is another type of model, and example 3, this is one type of model. They will ask related to this. They will ask related to these questions like this. And example 4 which is one of the important one. Example 4. This is another model which we can easily explain. That is, in a population of Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium 0.16 is homozygous recessive genotypic frequency. What is its frequency, Nana? Homozygous recessive genotypic frequency. Then find out the frequency of heterozygotes. Find the frequency of heterozygotes. Then for this the solution is, they have given that homozygous recessive genotypic frequency as 0.16. I think Q square is equal to 0.16. Whereas Q is equal to 0.4. Whereas P is equal to, P plus Q is equal to 1. You know that. Or Q is equal to 1 minus P. Then P is equal to 1. P is equal to 1 minus Q. P is equal to 1 minus Q. That is equal to 1 minus 0.4. That is equal to 0.6. Then they asked, find out the frequency of heterozygotes. The frequency of heterozygotes. The frequency of heterozygotes is equal to 2 into 0.6 into 0.4. 6 4s 24 into 248. That is equal to 0.48 is the frequency of heterozygotes, Nana, which is one of the most important problem this is. And the another one, last model, let us discuss about this. Example 5. With these 5 examples, if we learnt very well, if whatever the question type may be related to this Hardy-Weinberg problem, you can do that. So in a population of Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, in a population which exists in Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, 200 are, so in a population of 200, 114 are Q square, that is homozygous recessive individuals, and 64 are, that is nothing but 2PQ, whereas Q square is equal to 114 plus 64, how much, Nana? 178, and the remaining 22 are Q square. Find out the value of, dominant allelic frequency and recessive allelic frequency. Whenever they had given the question like this, we had a formula. Dominant allelic frequency P is equal to 2 into P square plus 2PQ by 2 into total. We have to use this formula here. That is equal to 2 into P square. What is the value of P square? The value of P square is equal to 22 plus 2PQ. What is the value of 2PQ? 64 by 2 into 200. That is equal to 44 plus 64. So 108 by 400. You know, 4 2s are 8, 28 is there, and 4 7s are. So that is the value is 0.27 is the value of dominant allelic frequency. Whereas the recessive allelic frequency Q is equal to 2 into Q square plus 2PQ by 2 into total. That is equal to 2 into Q square 114 plus 64 by 2 into total 200. 114 2s are 228. 228 plus 64 by 400. How much value, Nana? 2. So I think it may be 298 by 400. 298 by 400. So not 298. 8 plus 4 kada 12. 6 plus 2 8. 228. So 292. 292 by 400. 4 table this way తీసుకుంటే 7 0.47 jar 28 and 4 3 jar 12 0.73 is the like this. Different models, 5 different types of models are seen in the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. If we follow these 5 Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium problems, and if we remember the formulas of this, you can do whatever the type of problem given in the public examination. You surely will do this. So you repeat this once while you are writing the unit test examination when related to the evolution, while you are writing the cumulative examinations related to the evolution, while you are writing the public examination. Just before that, you just revise these 5 bits or 5 examples. You just see these 5 example ones. It is enough. You can do that. So thank you for this, and in the tomorrow class let us discuss the other one.